My name is Janice Hudgins, which my husband thinks is hilarious. It doesn't really sound very authentic Vietnamese. So when we started talking about our catering business and what we wanted to name it, we had friends who kept asking me, Janice, when are you gonna make me some of mommy's food? They always wanted mommy's food. So I started making mommy's food. She's been known as Miss Ha. Her name's Thu-Ha, but everybody has always called her Miss Ha. So I thought, well, if I'm doing all of Mom's, Miss Ha's recipes, I should just call myself Little Miss Ha.
We left Vietnam at the end of the 1978. So many Vietnamese people, they move into California, Texas, where it's a big Vietnamese community.
Right.
But we chose to stay in Charleston. Charleston, a beautiful city. Quiet, but not too slow, but people over here so nice. I work at the Piggly Wiggly Meeting Street from 1980 when Janice about 4 months old. And then after 23 years, our store manager, they had an idea. They said 1 day a week, I will be in the kitchen in Delhi and cook fried rice, make egg roll. And every Thursday, they waiting. Say, Miss Ha, fried rice coming yet? Egg roll coming yet? I say, just wait for a few minutes. They still asking me, is your daughter make fried rice?
Now Miss Ha doesn't do it as much. Now Little Miss Ha, I do it all the time. When we were little, it was an assembly line. Mm-hmm. Mom would make the mix. I would sit there and roll the egg rolls. And my brother, who's my head chef, Ryan, he was in charge of peeling the wrappers.
Peel the wrappers.
That was his only job, was to peel the wrappers. I grew up with Vietnamese egg rolls. It wasn't until I was selling egg rolls myself by the dozen when I was starting, I would have customers come to me and ask me who had traveled to Vietnam, I love your egg rolls, but do you sell the extra crispy egg rolls? I said, are my egg rolls not crispy? And he said, no, they are, but the one I've had in Vietnam are just, they're extra crispy and they make it with a rice paper. So I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about because I grew up in Charleston. I unfortunately had not traveled to Vietnam yet, so I didn't know what he was talking about until I started asking my mom.
Yeah, she asked me.
I said, Mom, these customers, they keep asking me about the extra crispy egg rolls with the rice paper. What is he talking about? And she said, oh yeah, well that's the way they make it in Vietnam traditionally. I said, wait, what? You're not making the way they make it in Vietnam? She said, well, we mostly, but they make it with a rice paper. But in Vietnam, it's authentic to use rice paper for Vietnamese egg rolls. By coming to the States, it was very, very limited to find, the products that they needed, and they just adapted the wheat wrappers, which is more of a Chinese influence.
My husband's family had a big family in Charleston. So every weekend, everybody get together. About 20 or 30 people every weekend.
Right. Mom would make the main dish because we hosted it, and all the aunts would come and make, their favorite dish, and all the cousins would run around and play, and all the uncles would sit there and have conversations, smoke cigarettes, and play cards and everything. But that we got together every single Saturday.
Every Saturday.
When they left Vietnam, they couldn't bring anything with them. So they only had memories, and I think for a lot of immigrants, food is the one thing that you keep in your head, in your memory, and it takes you back to when you were a child.
This is the our egg roll from our kitchen to your.
Cheers.
Cheers.